It has begun. Right now, in this very second, as you hear my voice, a shift is occurring. It's invisible, but it is absolutely real. The clock is ticking, but it isn't counting time. It's counting vibrational density. October 31st is not just a date on the calendar. It is a portal, a point of singularity that your life has been racing toward since your first breath. Tune in. This is not a forecast or a prediction. This is an energetic transmission, an activation code unpacking inside your consciousness in real time. Feel the air around you. It's become dense, thick, as if charged with ozone after a storm that hasn't even happened yet. This is the fabric of reality thinning to its limit, preparing to open and reveal what was hidden. Everything you've known, your entire history, every pain and every joy, it was all just preparation for this moment. For this quantum leap, you are not making tomorrow, you are making it right now, by listening to and absorbing these words. Your higher self led you here so that you would remember. You feel it in your body, this strange, almost mercury-like cellular fatigue that washes over you in waves. This is not an illness. Your body is shedding gigabytes of old, obsolete energy programs. It's like a deep defragmentation of a hard drive. The fog in your mind, the feeling that you're seeing the world through a thin veil, that is the old mind, your inner critic and analyst, temporarily shutting down. Its operating system is incompatible with the new frequencies, the vibrations in your body, especially your limbs, or that inner humming. That is your nervous system retuning, like the strings of an instrument, to a new, higher octave of being. The tingling in your palms, the heat in your chest. Your energy centers, your centers of creation, are waking up. Chills or sudden hot flashes running up your spine. This is the burning off of karmic debris, old emotional toxins from your cellular memory. And that quiet, high-pitched, almost ultrasonic hum in your ears that you hear in the silence. That is not tinnitus. That is the sound of the universe's tuning fork. Your body is remembering its divine blueprint. Your emotions right now are an ocean in a storm, and that is perfectly normal. You are being thrown from one extreme to another. That baseless, chilling anxiety that tightens your solar plexus, that is not yours. You are a sensitive receiver, picking up on the collective fear of an old world that is in its death throes, clinging to the illusion of control. And then, an hour later, a wave of sudden, crystal-clear, almost childlike optimism washes over you. The knowing that everything will be not just okay, but divinely perfect. These are glimpses, photons of light from the new reality already seeping through the cracks in the old matrix. Sudden tears welling up for no apparent reason. This is a great release. Your body is purging the accumulated pain of generations through water, purifying your emotional reservoirs. Flashes of anger, of rage, that seem disproportionate to the situation. That is your system deleting the corrupt, viral files of victimhood and powerlessness. October 31st, with its powerful lunar cycle, is acting like a giant magnetic searchlight, pulling everything from the darkest depths of your subconscious that must be seen, accepted, and released forever. To understand what is happening, let go of logic. Imagine our entire reality is a giant symphony that has been playing the same minor key melody of suffering and limitation for millennia. And now, on October 31st, something is happening that can be called the great resonant tuning fork of the soul. The cosmic source, the very heart of creation, is emitting a new, pure master tone, a sound of absolute harmony, love, and wholeness. This sound, this vibration, is now passing through everything, through the planets, through the earth, through your body, through every cell. Your DNA is not just a chemical molecule, it is a spiral antenna built to receive this divine frequency. Reality is not breaking, it is being retuned. Everything that does not match this new, pure tone, all the fears, all the doubts, all the programs of poverty and loneliness, is being thrown into a state of extreme dissonance. It's like how ultrasound shatters a stone. This new divine sound is shattering the stones of your old limitations, returning you to your factory settings, the settings of an infinite creator. Why now? Why you? Because a critical mass of light has been reached, because enough souls, including yours, have said yes to this transition. The earth itself, as a living, conscious being, is raising its fundamental frequency, shedding its low vibrational parasitic layer. And you are ready. You have learned enough lessons. You have gathered enough wisdom in your heart to withstand this transformation. This energy arriving on October 31st is different from all previous waves. This is not a gentle, lulling tide. It is a fiery, surgically precise stream of light that acts like a laser scalpel. It doesn't suggest, it declares, it doesn't ask, it acts. This is an inevitable evolutionary leap, written into the very code of this universe. This stream of light is cutting away everything false, everything artificial, everything that is not your true essence. It is lancing the wound, not to cause pain, but to heal. This is the great harvest, where the wheat is separated from the chaff within your own consciousness. You yourself asked for this. Your soul prayed for this liberation. Look closely. The proof of this shift is everywhere, but the old mind discounts it. Watch the sky. You will notice strange, iridescent clouds of unusual shapes, as if someone is painting light codes on the canvas of the atmosphere. You will see how light refracts differently. Colors will seem deeper, richer, shadows sharper. This is not your imagination. The very photonic structure of space is changing under the influence of the new frequency from the great tuning fork. Listen to the silence. Even in the center of a noisy city, moments of absolute ringing silence have begun to appear, when all sounds vanish for a split second, as if reality is holding its breath before the leap. Pay attention to water. Many of you will notice the taste of pure water has changed. It seems sweeter, more alive, softer. Water, as the primary carrier of information, is the first to record this new code of reality. You will notice synchronicity in dialogues. You just think of something, and another person says it out loud. This is not a coincidence. The unified information field is becoming so dense that your thoughts are instantly materializing into sound. Now, look within. The proof is even stronger there. Your body, your wise biological computer, has begun a process of self-purification and recalibration. You'll notice a sharp change in your taste preferences. You will be irresistibly drawn to clean, living, vibrant food, to fruits, vegetables, greens, and simultaneously, your body will begin to physically reject low vibrations. Alcohol, sugar, heavy meat will no longer bring pleasure, but instant heaviness, nausea, as if you've ingested poison. This is your cellular structure, no longer able to process the frequency of suffering. Your intuition is sharpening to the level of a superpower. You just know. You know when to call, where to go, what to say. Your inner compass, which used to barely flutter, now points to your true north with diamond-like precision. and your dreams. They have become vivid, tangible, almost real. The primary work is happening in your sleep right now, unpacking new archives from your soul, training your nervous system to operate on new frequencies, integrating the light codes that are coming from the great resonant tuning fork. Do not analyze the dreams. Just be grateful for them. Look at your relationships. This is one of the clearest areas where the recalibration is happening. People from your past, with whom you were bound by karmic debts or trauma, are beginning to drift away. They are leaving without drama, without conflict, quietly and naturally, like a river calmly changing its course. You simply stop crossing paths. Their frequency and yours no longer match, and the universe gently guides you onto different timelines. The masks that you or others have worn for years are becoming physically unbearable. You are beginning to sense falsehood as a physical discomfort, like a coldness, a bad smell, a dissonance in the space. It is becoming nearly impossible to be around an insincere person for long. Your energy field simply pushes them away. Your system, tuned to the pure tone of the divine tuning fork, no longer tolerates anything false. It seeks only pure, authentic resonance. You stop seeking compromise and start seeking truth. Let's talk about what's on your mind. Money, abundance. All the programs of poverty, scarcity, lack, and survival, those are not your programs. They are low-frequency viral codes, written onto your hard drive at birth in the old matrix. They create a constant background, fear of not having enough, forcing you to vibrate at the frequency of need. The great resonant tuning fork of the soul, sounding on October 31st, is sending a powerful antivirus wave that is burning these destructive codes out of your field. A complete reformatting of your financial mindset is underway. You will stop chasing money and remember that you are the source. You are the generator of reality. When this recalibration is complete, you will be amazed to find that the flow of abundance opens up from the most unexpected places, without struggle or strain. Money and opportunities will begin to come to you not because you earned them through hard labor, but because your vibration has aligned with the vibration of the universal flow. You are becoming a magnet for prosperity. And now, love. Your heart is a sacred resonator that was covered in the scars of past pain, disappointment, and betrayal. Each scar created interference, distorted your true frequency, causing you to attract not whole partners, but similarly wounded souls to replay karmic lessons. The great resonant tuning fork is performing a delicate laser operation on your heart center. This pure sound, this vibration of love, is dissolving the old pain, healing the wounds not with scar tissue, but with pure light. All toxic, karmic connections that were draining your energy are falling away. The etheric cords binding you to past partners are being severed. Your heart is being cleared of vibrational debris. And then, calibrated to the pure tone of unconditional love, it will begin to attract a completely different quality of relationship. You will start to attract not other halves, but other whole, self-sufficient, free beings. This will no longer be a dance of codependence. It will be the dance of two free universes, two suns, joining to shine even brighter, without eclipsing one another. And the most important promise, your inner clarity. That background anxiety, that constant mental noise that has been with you your entire life, which you considered normal, it will disappear. First for moments, then for minutes, then for hours. For the first time in your life, you will know the state of true inner silence. But it will not be an emptiness. It will be a ringing fullness. From this silence, crystal clarity will be born. You will know exactly who you are, why you are here, and what your next step is. You will no longer need advice, gurus, or external authorities. Your inner creative power, an inexhaustible fountain of ideas and inspiration, will awaken. This is your new default operating state, the state of the creator. It is as if you have lived your entire life in a stuffy, dark room with one small window, and on October 31st, all the walls of that room simply dissolve, and you find yourself on a mountaintop, under an infinite starry sky, breathing the purest air of freedom. But there is a price. The price for this rebirth is the complete and total incineration of the old. Before the system can install the new software, it must delete all the old virus-infected files, and this process can be painful. It is a purification by fire. It is necessary. You must understand, you cannot build a temple of pure light on a rotten foundation of fear and pain. That foundation must be burned clean. In the coming days, leading up to the peak on October 31st and slightly after, everything you have hidden from yourself, all your suppressed emotions, all your deepest fears, will rise to the surface. It will be like a fever before the healing. Your body may ache. Your emotions will be overwhelming. This is the last, desperate attempt of the old personality, your ego, to maintain control. Do not fear this fire. It is not destroying you. It is only destroying your prison bars. Walk through it. The intensity of this process will build. Your shadow will rise. All your inner demons, fear of loneliness, fear of rejection, guilt, shame, will come out for their final bow. At the same time, external provocations will activate. People in your life, especially those sleeping soundly in the old matrix, will unconsciously begin to test you. They will push your most painful buttons, discount your experience, and try to pull you back into old dramas and conflicts. This is the final exam for the maturity of your soul. Will you maintain the state of the loving observer? Or will you get pulled back into the game, drain your precious energy, and revert to the old version of yourself? Your ego will scream in panic, begging you to react, to prove yourself, to defend yourself. This is its swan song. This is the great deep clean before the installation of the new operating system of your divine essence. Do not interfere with the cleaning. What should you do at the peak of this process, on October 31st? The answer is paradoxically simple: nothing. Your task is to become the total, absolute, loving observer. Sit on the bank of the river of your consciousness and just watch as it carries all the debris of the past. Do not jump into that river. Do not try to catch the debris, just observe. Be in maximum silence. Turn off the external noise, the television, the news, meaningless conversations. Your energy is needed for the internal process. Drink plenty of pure water. Water is the primary conductor for these new light codes and helps flush out toxins on a physical level. And most importantly, trust the process completely. Even if you are scared, even if it hurts, breathe deeply and calmly. Breathe through the pain, breathe through the fear, breathe through the panic. Your breath is your anchor in the present moment. Do not interfere with the great tuning fork's work. Your body knows what to do. Your soul knows where it is leading you. Just get out of the way. There are things you absolutely must not do in these days if you do not want to interrupt the installation and roll back to the old version. First and most important, do not enter into conflict. Any argument, any quarrel, any judgment is a voluntary plug-in to the low frequencies of the old matrix. It is a black hole that will instantly drain all the energy given to you for this transformation. Second, do not try to analyze what is happening with your mind. Your old processor, your logical mind, is not capable of understanding this quantum process. It will see only chaos and will trigger panic. Just tell your mind, "Thank you, I see you, but the heart is in charge right now." Third, do not cling to the old. Not to people, not to things, not to habits that are leaving. If something is leaving, bless it and let it go. Your hand must be empty to receive the great gifts the universe has already prepared for you. Do not pour your divine energy into an agonizing illusion. And when the storm subsides, when the crescendo of dissonance gives way to harmony, a deep, velvety silence will fall. You will feel it first inside and then outside. You will wake up one morning with an incredible lightness in your body, as if an invisible lead suit has been removed. Your mind will have an absolute ringing clarity. The system has rebooted. The new operating system of your consciousness is activated. You will feel a deep, unbreakable connection to yourself, to your higher self. Your soul and your mind, for the first time in many lifetimes, will begin to work in full synchronization, like a perfectly tuned orchestra. You will no longer seek love, because you will be it. You will no longer seek abundance, because you will be it. You will no longer seek your path, because you will be the path. Welcome home. Welcome to your true reality. You are the creator. This is who you are.